plenty of clean silverware. Yeah, I've got silverware out the ass. It's just like I've also got to use this plasticware up sooner or later. Now that I don't eat out anymore, it's like
I wouldn't want to eat my fruit with the shit that came out of my ass either.
the plastic silverware. What are you talking about?
You said you had silverware coming out of your ass.
Well, I meant that's a figure of speech, you know? I meant like, oh, I've got so much of it. I've got an unbelievable amount of both clean silverware and plasticware still in the wrappers from takeout places when I used to eat out every single meal. And on that note, welcome back to another episode of When It Rains, It Pours. I'm Keith, Big Daddy Silverware Ray, and who the fuck are you again?
I'm John, embarrassed of his brother.
Why, John? I'm taking all your advice. I'm eating high protein, with the exception, I'm doing pretty much everything you said except for my fruit buffets.
Lean protein.
Yeah, lean protein, salmon or chicken, pretty much.
Yeah.
All I've been fucking with. I don't have a cast iron yet, so I haven't been making any steaks.
I told you I'd get you one.
Yeah, well, TikTok. Anyway, that shit's more than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna hook a brother up, don't make me wait forever.
Ask for it first.
Okay, well, I'd really like that any time.
It's not your birthday. I'm not gonna do it as a surprise.
No.
If you want me to buy you a piece of cutlery equipment, not cutlery.
Yeah. Culinary equipment. Yeah.
Equipment. You gotta tell me.
Oh.
I see you added a little bit to your diet.
Yeah.
Bowls full of cane sugar.
Look, I got a little melon, like a little melon variety pack, and then some grapes, and then some more grapes, and then some like wheat. I think that's barley or wheat or something.
Sugar, carbs and sugar.
What am I supposed to do? Like I'm eating meat for dinner, so I can't have a little bit of natural sugar, you know?
A little bit. Two-fisted and then two bowl in it. Okay.
Well, I figured maybe you'd want a grape.
No, I'm cool. Grapes aren't that good for you to begin
Just
with.
leave my whole stash sitting there on the fucking thing the whole fucking show. All right, everybody.
Yeah, I've heard grapes are not good for you.
Well, you were saying fucking some comic got fucking diabetes from eating fruit.
Yeah, like, smoothies.
Oh, smoothies. Of course, you got the amount like. Shit, that ain't gonna make you like a coffee mug's worth of smoothie. Those two whole bowls of fruit there, and so you got to add like 4 bowls of fruit to make a smoothie.
Okay, Dionysus.
I'm just saying.
Keep getting fed fruits.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel kind of like a king.
Too much sugar.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, you need green leafy vegetables and lean protein. Some fruit's not bad, but I've seen a lot of fruit around here.
Well, I was like, I cut out
this kind of fruit.
Well, yeah. Now that I'm definitely on the wine. Like, I've cut out all hard liquor, you know, because I realize
all alcohol has sugar in it, so that's. Well, you need to, as much, it doesn't matter what kind of alcohol you're consuming, you should strive to cut out the rest of the sugars in your life.
Oh, okay. So if you're,
what I mean?
Effectively, if you're going to drink any kind of alcohol, you shouldn't have a very sugar-rich diet in general.
And if you quit, that's all you will eat is sugar. Look at John Daly.
Was he like
every
three
time
Snickers
he tries to quit alcohol, he drinks 15 Diet Cokes a day and 10 Snickers.
See, I like that style.
Then he goes back to hitting drives off of Coors Light cans, and he's a lot better off.
Yeah. Shout out to John Daly. Probably my favorite professional athlete. At least the one I look the most like. My whole thing was
John
like,
Daly never looked as bad as he. That's the sad part.
I don't know. About
you're
that.
still correct with your assumption. Although sumo wrestlers are considered professional athletes.
Nah, that's overseas.
That's why we call our baseball championship the World Series.
Exactly.
Overseas doesn't count.
Because
they don't play sports.
Yeah. I mean, they play sports. It's just that nobody cares. And isn't that crazy? It can't just be that we have the best marketing and the best cameras to shoot our professional sports with, and the best overall athletes worldwide here in America. It's got to
have the highest credit line.
It's not that either. It's got to be just that simply no one really cares about other countries. And I get, and I'm not saying like clearly Americans don't care about other countries, but if you're like from Spain, you don't give a fuck about Belgium. You know what I'm saying?
As far as what?
As far as like their sports go, their national sports. You do?
Yeah. France and Portugal just played the other night in soccer, a huge league.
Well, you see, they got to play whole country versus whole country
Euro
right there.
League.
Oh, you're talking about soccer? Well, I'm not talking about soccer. I'm talking about the whole of sport besides soccer.
Yeah,
you were talking about sumo wrestling. Who the fuck watches that?
Soccer is the biggest sport. I watch it.
Yeah?
If I happen upon it. I watched a lot of it when we were in China.
But that's because we were literally shanghaied. Come on. That was pretty good. In China. That's the only reason we watched. We would have been much happier to we probably would have been happier to watch NASCAR. And then
I could watch Wimbledon with English subtitles, sumo wrestling, or somebody putting PP in their Coke. That was my choices.
Damn it, Joe.
So I spent a lot of time at the driving range that they had in the hotel, in the compound that we were at.
I told Mom what you said about that picture we've got up under Puyi of us in China. And how I was like, who is this lady? And you're like, that's the lady that kept us alive when Dad left us alone with your hillbilly mother in the middle of China. And I asked her, what was her name? And she goes, I don't know.
It's Gil's namesake's daughter.
Oh, yeah. If I'd have jogged her, she probably would have said, she probably would have remembered. But
no, she was super sweet.
Oh, yeah.
But she was really familiar with everything over there.
No, I just meant
because we went out
Mom's so
her too.
Baked all the time. She can't remember the lady's name that saved our
lives.
lives.
She wasn't back then, though.
No, that's true.
She was sober back then.
Yeah.
She saved me. I almost got hit by one of their double-decker buses.
That's what she said. She was like, your brother almost got hit by a bus. I had no idea. I was too busy cowering in fear at the fact that everybody wanted to look at my genitals.
Yeah, you're too busy having everybody pull your pants down and see if you had a dick or not.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Does your child have a baby dick?
This is my child's vagina.
Your pants didn't have slits in the front and back.
Yeah.
And they still do that. Piss and shit in the street.
Well, but John, we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up Pride Month. You know, last episode of Pride Month, and I gotta say, I'm pretty proud. You know, it worked.
Yeah, you got Charmin out there celebrating, saying it's Celebrate Bears Month.
Charmin is trying to take shine off of the gay community by saying we should celebrate fucking bears.
Well, you know, because that's their mascot in the commercials, and they're trying to celebrate Pride Month, so they say support all bears. Or whatever.
Oh, bears like the big hairy gay man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were saying we should celebrate like fucking bears,
No,
like grizzly bears and black
They-
bears and stuff. And it's like, hey, Charmin,
Yeah.
less is more. You know?
It's quite ironic that Charmin is the company that decided to single out the bears in the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, they should add another B.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because Charmin's for toilet paper, so.
Hey, you know, if you think about it, a bear would probably need to use a lot more toilet paper than a twink because they got those really thick, hairy butt cracks and assholes. So you got to really wipe. I mean, you can't just hit it with a little fucking up-down fucking beat and get it out of there, you know?
Yeah,
you got to...
one of those things where you would know more than me.
About having big, hairy asshole to wipe. Yeah.
But shout out to all the big, giant corporations that are supporting Pride Month for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Because they have no other way to advertise because of COVID. Puffs, they got into it. They're like, you know.
Oh, man, a nose. It's like Kleenex and fucking... It's all shit to clean up bodily fluids. That's supporting Gay Pride Month. What the fuck is that?
I just find it interesting.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
There's others, but those are the two that come to mind.
Down here at Johnny's Towels, we're celebrating Gay Pride Month. Do you have a nice...
Do you like to spin your towel around and whip your gay lover in the butt with it? No, but seriously, like, I'm not making these commercials up. Puffs and Charmin both have. Charmin actually did say their way to support LGBTQ plus Pride Month is by saying it's Bear Appreciation Month.
I like how you were trying to do like the fast forward sound effect, but it sounded like you were gargling some nuts. You know, like, oh.
There's too many letters anymore.
Oh yeah, man. And next they're going to be adding symbols.
That's what I started out with.
Yeah. I mean, I was down with the LGBT. And then they added the Q, and I was like, hey, I'm part of this. I got called queer all through high school. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who's different. So I felt like included. Then I found out that what it means is that you fuck all gross. I was like, not me, buddy. I ain't no queer. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, it's like the PB&J at one of my local restaurants. It's peanut butter bacon and jelly sandwich.
Ooh.
Now it's like you might have an extra Q in there because Q could be even more than one thing.
Yeah. Imagine if the Q in LGBTQ.
LGBTQQ.
Yeah. What
plus
if the Q?
AI, AB negative, O positive.
What if the second Q in the Alphabet Mafia stood for QAnon? Because I'll tell you, it's interesting. You know, the only flag, like the rebel flag, you know, the Confederate flag, and the rainbow flag are the only two flags you can hang off your front porch that mean, hey, we're dildoing each other in here. You know what I mean? So, natural allies.
Yeah. There are also two flags that you put up knowing somebody might have a problem with this.
Well, yeah, that's true too. They're the two flags of antagony.
Which is good, I think, because for one thing, if someone is racist, you want to know about it.
Yeah.
If someone is homophobic, you want to know about it. So if you are racist and you want to know neighbors are on your side or not, putting up the Confederate flag is a good idea.
Yeah. You'll find out how your neighbors feel real quick.
And if you are homoerotic and want to know if your neighbors are homophobic, putting up the rainbow flag is a good idea.
Yeah.
Figure out what you're dealing with. You need to know. It's the art of war, Sun Tzu. You need to know.
Our enemy has yet to reveal himself.
Yeah, you need to know what your enemy's true values are to understand how to defeat them.
Absolutely. And I was thinking about this, John.
And that's the main thing that everybody should be thinking in their normal life is how to defeat other people. Random people, people you know.
Your neighbors.
Anyone. Your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers.
Pretty much stay aware of the fact that anyone and everyone could and probably is plotting against you on some level or another.
Or you're plotting against them all.
You should. So Machiavelli. It's like, just stay. Look, you've got a path, all right? And anybody gets in the way of that path, it's fucking cum soup. I don't know. Dead meat. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit.
You'll find out soon enough.
Well, John, do you want to talk about how some people don't know? Like, I don't know about you. But I've made love in the car, a couple times in my life. And,
I got some handies.
Got some handies. Right on. Well, I gotta say, all those times that I got intimate in the car was in fucking park. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was always driving.
Oh, God. Well, there you go.
This is where I out kink you.
Fucking.
I'm on the road.
Our brother wrecked his car having sex with a girl behind. But you know how he's a little skinny feller. The girl he was sleeping with was like fucking 100 pounds and 4'10". She's this tiny little woman, and I was like, damn, you could have fit a whole nother person. Between you two and the wheel. That's how small they both are. But they still managed to wreck the truck. So
I never wrecked. I always drove great.
Yeah. Did you finish?
I don't know. Possibly. Not every time for sure. Most times we're finished once we got home, but or to our destination. But there could have been completion at one point. I don't recollect.
I plead the fifth.
It was years ago as well. So.
Well, John, tell the folks what the hell happened here, because this is a fucking crazy story.
Yeah, so in San Jose, it's an outdoor patio restaurant. People out there eating, drinking. I think it was kind of like a margarita type place. And it was a Friday night. All of a sudden, this big pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Watch the fuck out.
The deadliest thing on earth. Pickup trucks, as we learned last week. It was Agave Sports Bar and Grill.
Okay.
They got margaritas. I was right. But
tequila plus pickup trucks.
So the witnesses, the guy's name is Alex Moreno, the truck driver. And this car just starts backing into this restaurant out of the blue. people start getting caught in between it, getting rolled over, getting pinned against the wall, backed over and killed. People are, of course, videoing it on their phones for the gram or for World Star Hip Hop instead of trying to help people. But so witnesses said Moreno left the bar with a younger woman earlier, and they went out to his pickup truck, so he's getting oral pleasures, as he would say. And
I would say
she put the truck in gear in reverse, and it backed into this restaurant and killed people.
Oh my God! First off, I would never say oral pleasures. I would say committing the crime of oral sodomy. You know what I'm saying?
So the truck backed up and was going as fast as 45 miles per hour through the parking lot when it rammed through the outdoor tables. So
now somebody must have hit the gas.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, so when it goes into gear and he notices that it's moving, he freaks out. He doesn't actually have the proper footing of normal driving because he's got a head in his lap.
Mm-hmm.
And he accidentally slams on the gas instead of the brake.
Oh my gosh.
Plus he was intoxicated too, so.
Yeah, you could miss aim with your foot a little bit more. You're more likely to. I mean, I've misstepped.
I think the woman
drunk off tequila before. More distracting. So, first off, I gotta say, I love these people. I hope they don't get in any trouble for this whatsoever. Just people who drink at margarita bars and have sex in the parking lot. That's my people right there. Like, I'm not going to come down on anybody for doing that kind of thing.
It was also his work pickup truck.
Even better. This guy's clearly the homie. Like, I would totally hang with this dude.
He's probably going to lose his job.
Damn. And just when you need it to pay for your lawyer.
No, he's charged with vehicular manslaughter.
Oh, man, that's fucking brutal.
And
aggravated DUI.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, a little cantaloupe just makes me smile, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it looks only one woman died. Diana Prieto Chacon, 35, died in the hospital. Rest in peace.
Yeah, sorry, Diana and Diana's family. Our hearts go out to you guys. But I mean, let the homie go.
Saddest thing is he probably didn't even finish.
Damn, got to go to prison with blue balls. That's rough. I would imagine, if it was in a perfect world, he would have finished right as he accelerated. But as we all know, that's there's no such thing.
Yeah.
Especially for little Twinkie British influencers, there's no perfect world for them.
Apparently not.
I just don't.
Apparently they're stuck.
Yeah. Stuck living a lie, Young kid listens to a lot of. Also, like, he's like a child, right? Is this an adult person?
He's an adult.
Yeah. Okay.
Young adult, younger than either of us for sure.
Seems, but an influencer. So, fair to say, probably pretty sheltered child. Doing a little bit better than your average young adult.
He was on Dr. Phil, so I mean, you saw what that did for Bad Baby's career.
Yeah. What was he on Dr. Phil for?
For wanting to change himself into a Korean pop star.
Oh, the same thing that he went ahead and did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys don't know, we're talking about old Ollie London. Probably not his real name. Let's be honest here.
No, I don't think so.
But the young British influencer decided that he wanted to be a K-pop star.
Well, he didn't want
Yimster.
to be a K-pop star. He's a singer influencer, which means he does TikToks and has a decent amount of followers.
Okay.
But this guy had tens of thousands of dollars of reconstructive surgery to make himself look like one of the singers of BTS.
Okay.
Which I can't remember the one that I don't know anything about BTS.
Yeah, I think the guy's name's Jim or something like that, or
Korean
Jimmy Stir.
Something like that. Jinin.
Yeah, Jimin is the name.
You know, late teen Korean pop star. So this guy identifies with him and wants to turn himself into that person.
Mm-hmm.
So he's now come out as non-binary Korean.
So he's
even though he's
white
from
and a
the UK.
boy. Well, I mean a cis male.
Yeah. So he's been getting a ton of hate.
You can't be Korean.
This is offensive.
This is offensive.
You know, you can't appropriate the Korean culture. You can't pretend to be Korean when you're not Korean. And he's just been going through it, you know.
Yeah, and it is so typical of a cis white male to go ruining being non-binary and Korean. You know, it's like, is there anything that we can't dominate and bring to center stage on the world, in the world? Like, being Korean is like, nobody cared about being Korean last week, about people being Korean. We knew they existed, but there was no like talk of being Korean in the air. And then, you know, being non-binary, sure, conversations have been plagued with that topic, like a dead horse in the sun. Just we feed on that conversation piece like flies in this society. And finally, some fucking cracker ass white boy comes along and ruins them both. You know.
Well, yeah, everybody in the LGBTQIA plus community, actual Koreans are saying they're disgusted by this.
Oh, wow.
Insulted. They just think it's wrong for him to do this. And I just don't understand it. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, so what, should he go back to living the lie that was he was...
Well, first off, if I was British, I would want to culturally appropriate anybody else.
to any other group.
Anybody. So, if I pick Korean, the Koreans should be flattered. Like,
yeah.
imitation is the biggest form of flattery.
It's like when British people get braces, we got to call them out for appropriating American culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Like...
But he's responded to his critics, says, I'm Korean whether people accept it or not. This is how I identify.
No, you're not, fool. What the
fuck? This is what makes me happy. This is who I am. This is my DNA. They continued on Twitter to double down on identifying as non-binary Korean. So... everybody's just basically trashing this guy for
being full of shit,
for being born a certain way and wanting to change it.
Oh man!
To make himself happy.
Yeah, because it's not like he's trying to get
Is he
like Korean
doing,
citizenship.
Is he doing Korean
or,
face or
well, I don't think.
is he?
Is it Korean
painting
face if
himself
you-
with makeup and paint and it's not blackface. It's not Justin Trudeau going to a party.
And also, if you
as
do it
blackface.
permanently as a surgery, if you get elective surgery to look more Korean,
This dude isn't doing Soul Man to get into an Ivy League college. He's spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to have surgeries to make himself happy. What other? I mean, who else on this planet would ever go through those lengths, all those surgeries, all that pain, all that suffering to make themselves happy? Nobody. I mean, can you think of anybody?
yeah, tons of shallow celebrities get their faces and bodies nipped and tucked all over the place. Like
This?
Well, not into a
We're not talking
Korean.
about Botox and boob jobs.
I mean, Joan Rivers' face was cut the motherfuck up. And I'm pretty sure that was because when she looked in the mirror, she was like, I don't see myself as this ugly duckling with a brilliant mind. I see myself as a fabuloso, as a straight up socialite shining light.
That was her trying to maintain what she already was, not completely transform herself into something completely different.
Oh, yeah. So it's like I'm judging by the end result where she looked like
She
an
just
alien
wanted to
from
make
outer
herself
space.
look like she already looked when she was younger.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Plastic surgery is a different thing than completely transforming yourself into something different, like a car into a fighting robot transformer.
Interesting.
This
I feel like
man wanted to transform himself.
this group of people, I don't know, when they're this non-binary person.
I'm talking about Ollie London.
Yeah,
He
well,
still identifies as identifies as non-binary.
Yeah, they them.
They.
So yeah, they. Well, so when you
Ollie
if you refer to them
wants to
when you
be a Korean pop star.
yeah.
If that's what makes him happy, we need to accept that.
I think you're right. And I think, frankly, Kim Jong-un owes this young man an apology.
How many people are there out there now that paint themselves in reptilian or tiger stripes, file their teeth down, cut their tongues so they can look like reptile men or tiger men?
Yeah. Like two.
That's what they...
3 maybe.
2 of each, at least.
2 of each, at least.
3, maybe.
These guys got a weird Noah's Ark fetish going on.
That's what makes them happy.
Yeah, it's true.
So we should accept that, right?
I mean, no tongue-in-cheek here. I really do think, we should accept that.
Yeah.
Now, but because here's the thing. Like, saying that you're Korean when you're a white person from England is the same as if I wore a t-shirt that said skinny as fuck, you know, and I walked around talking about how thin I was all the time. I could literally do that. I could absorb that skinny fucking like ego and emotional fortitude, and like my personality could be all that of a skinny person. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter a fuck at all. Period. That's the whole thing. The whole thing is like. How much difference
is it for him to say that he's Korean?
Yeah.
Than you to say that you're a woman?
I think there's a big difference.
The DNA differences are not that much.
No, I'm saying it doesn't matter a fuck. It makes no negative impact on anyone else.
That's the point.
It doesn't matter if you refuse. If you don't want to accept that I'm skinny or that he's Korean,
you need to be
that's your fucking problem.
You need to be accepting in all forms of lunacy. None of them are more important than the other.
Oh no, definitely, definitely. You've got to categorize the different levels of crazy, and also, but all self-aggrandizing labels that we prescribe to ourselves matter the exact same amount. From the homeless guy with a tinfoil hat on his head on the corner talking about how he's the CEO of Walmart. To me, in my size 32 waist jeans,
Well,
it doesn't matter at all to anyone. It shouldn't. Like, if your life is so empty that you have to like take up cause against somebody else's delusion, like, get your own shit together.
yeah.
Don't be getting all down on Ollie.
That's my point. Let them be happy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've said on this podcast, if mother and son or father and daughter want to marry each other, have at it. As long as it doesn't affect me, I'm not going to stop you. But why I don't understand the hypocrisy of this kid is getting demolished with all this hate when Elliot Page has a mastectomy and mutilates her genitals and takes hormones to try to be a male instead of a female, and this guy gets some facial reconstruction to look like a celebrity that he enjoys. If he was sad his whole life and that's what makes him happy, then so be it.
Yeah.
He's not trying to look like a Korean pop star because he is making fun of Koreans or hates Koreans. He's doing it because he loves it.
And Ellen Page, I mean, she spent most of her childhood working around guys like John Paul Tremblay and Mike Smith. The Trailer Park Boys. Some of the most masculine figures in the history of television.
Why would you say they're masculine looking? Because they look like you. Big fat dudes.
I'm just saying, like, I would get why you'd want to be a man.
Looking dudes.
Yeah, I could get why you would be like, oh, yeah, I want to be like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
They do
rather
not
than
look masculine.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, they do just kind of look like doughy shitbags.
They look like Michelin.
Oh hell no, they're not that. They're not that fat.
No, but my point is, the people that are trashing on this kid are the ones that scream out for acceptance of everyone else. We can't accept some people and say they need to be accepted just because that's what makes them happy and that's how they feel. And then other people shit on them for it.
Yeah, like
I support Elliot and I support Ollie.
Yeah.
Do it, dude. If that's what makes you happy.
What if this young, newly Korean man or newly Korean they was to kill itself? You know, like you can cyberbully.
That's what they want.
Yeah, you can cyberbully somebody because they want to be Korean, but you can't cyberbully somebody if they want to be a girl or be a woman. Yeah, you said man or woman, because typically transitioning is something left to adults, although not always.
It should be, but
well,
we're not getting to.
That brings us to our honorable mention. Shout out to former Indiana Fever player. Laisha, what was her? I'm sorry, last name? Laisha Clatterone. I mean, pretty foxy, I gotta say. Even post-op surgery, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like that tough broad, look, Yeah. And which is okay. I could still call her a broad. She identifies as she, her, they, them, and he, she. No, damn it.
She's the first.
I was trying.
I
think she might be the first to accept that.
She takes it all. She'll take.
Yeah.
He, him. He, him.
And
she, her.
She, her. There you go.
Yeah, that's the one.
And
you worry about me.
Yeah, I know.
No, but that's the thing. Like, She's a WNBA player.
Yeah.
She's in a relationship with a woman. They just had a kid.
Who is being raised without a gender.
Top surgery. And if she wants to get a fake sausage made down there, more power to you. You can still play in the women's league.
God damn.
As long as you don't take testosterone.
Yeah.
I think that's why she came out as non-binary, because she's going to do the regular surgeries and then
probably wait till retirement to
go through so she can get a beard going.
I mean, she's a careered player. I mean, she can't have that much longer left in the WNBA.
Yeah, she's played for 5 teams in 8 years, so
yeah,
coming out as non-binary was probably the
best way to get a sponsorship.
Her best stat.
Damn.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I support her for what she's doing, and I'm saying, like, she's doing it the right way. She wants to go through with the surgeries, but she still wants to play on a level playing field with the women. So she's, staying away from the hormones and stuff that would, kind of finish the transition.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't support her and then shit on this dude that just wants to look like a pop star that he idolizes.
Yeah, it's like we don't shit on big, fat Midwestern women that dress up like Elvis. How many times have you seen that? They love Elvis so much that they kind of dress like Elvis. Like, this is a real thing. And we're not talking about an Elvis impersonator, okay? Nobody. Yeah. I'm talking about a cisgendered, probably lesbian woman that dresses like fucking Elvis, okay? Like, just day to day.
And that's what I'm talking about with this Ollie London kid, too.
This kid be himself.
It's not like he's a white dude wearing a backwards hat and a FUBU jersey in the late 90s. Like, he's spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on these surgeries. He means that shit.
Yeah, and Laisha, she, had a double mastectomy, or as they call it now, top surgery.
That shit. That's what it really makes him happier. So.
Yeah, and
why is that bad?
I'm really excited. I think it's cool. Like I imagined like how mad somebody. I read her whole Wikipedia today when you sent it to me, and when it got to the part about how she's raising her child genderless, I was like, oh, see that right there. That's where the unenlightened, the more, I would say, mean people in our society would get mad. They'd go, oh, well, what? Well, you're not gonna paint that baby's room blue or pink. First off, go with purple, princess color, the color of royalty, and it's no problem.
Purple and gold.
Not to mention, children don't know that pink is for girls and blue is for boys until you tell them. So it doesn't matter to the child at all. But like, so I could see how the dipshittery of this nation would be mad. Oh, she's not raising her kid to be whatever gender it was born as. Well, clearly that's how trans people would raise their children. They want to leave their child open. They know what it's like to feel like you're somebody, you're something else, and being told that you are something that you don't feel like you are hurt them. So they're not going to try and do that all over again. But the evil part of me that's like one step back from the dipshits was like, why don't you just enjoy the fact that her son is going to be a fucking basketball playing, skirt chasing little boy? Probably, statistically speaking. Like, if she has a cis male for a child, that kid is going to be playing ball with his mom and chasing little girls on the playground. It's not up to you. It's gonna run its course. You know what I mean?
Saying. People might think what I'm saying is like denigrating her or looking down on her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I support her for what she's doing, but I don't see why her feelings are important
and Ollie's aren't.
Feelings aren't.
Well, I think that
because
they
both are completely changing from what they were born as.
Yeah, I think
you can't say they aren't. They both are making complete extreme changes to what they were born as.
A lot of people think that what's going on right now with labels, with intersectionality, and ascribed labels in society is kind of a woodshed moment towards like ignorance and prejudice in the e-thought,
Well,
in people's language,
recognizing that DNA is something that exists.
and
Chromosome is something that exists.
and also simultaneously realizing that semantically in conversation it matters not a shit.
I don't care if you want to be a
Exactly.
lizard person or a tiger person either.
Exactly.
Go do what you want.
And if I run into you, lizard guy, I'm gonna be like, "What's up, dude? 15 minutes can save you 15% on car insurance. High five." And
might chuck him the deuces.
Yeah, exactly. So we're learning simultaneously both that all these labels, whatever you want to slap, however many bumper stickers you want to slap on yourself, doesn't matter worth a fuck. It's just like if you're a good person, people are gonna chill with you and vibe with you, and if you're a fucking asshole, they're not. Though asshole and not asshole are it's when it comes down are gonna be the only two labels that really fucking matter, and it's all about how you treat people, Yeah. And also, sure, we're also feeling it out. The idea that you can be whatever you want to be, that you don't have to be stuck in this like fleshy jail cell of whatever you think you must be because of birth virtue,
Yeah.
So shout out to Laisha Cladrin. Honorable mention for this our last episode of Pride Month. Raise the cab to you.
And Ollie London too.
Ollie London, yeah. I hope he learns an instrument though, because like if you want to be a K-pop star, it's probably more important that you get good at music than cut your face into some kind of quasi Korean looking. Oh, does K-pop not have real music? I thought K-pop had like fucking
K-pop
saxophones and shit in it.
And Backstreet Boys with.
But 30 years later?
Dudes.
Oh. Can I take back everything about supporting Holly's decision to become you want to be Justin? You want to be Justin Timberlake? I guess that's the same as being old Dyke Elvis. Whatever.
Elvis couldn't really play shit.
He could play rhythm guitar. He
fucking
played rhythm guitar, and he had a hell of a voice, dude.
His songs didn't require anything but rhythm guitar.
That's true too.
Yeah. It's not like they had fucking Jimmy Page solos or Jeff Beck solos in the fucking Jailhouse Rock.
No.
Fucking played 3 chords and got out of there.
They would find the root note really high and just be like ding 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 ding. It's like 2-note solo, but they're playing it really high so that they can squinch their face and look cool.
I play that with a Fisher Price guitar.
All right, you want a refill?
No, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna grab a beer out the fridge. So get in, tell him a little bit about this kinky ass dad. Kinky daddy.
Yeah, so Mark red wine and a little bit of hot water in Denver. His son was visiting him. The parents are separated. And apparently the next morning he says, my son, I can't find my son. I think he ran away. So they search for the kid in the woods and shit. Never find him. Now
He reports his son missing.
Yeah. And now they're saying that they think that the father killed the son.
Oh, shit.
And what they're bringing up is they're saying that the reason that he killed his son was because the son found photos of him in women's lingerie eating poop out of a diaper.
What? Okay. Women's lingerie, I could see there's like a little embarrassment there. But he, man's eating shit out of a diaper?
Yeah.
Good God. I'd kill my son too if he found those pictures.
This is an old story too, so these pictures must have just came to light or something.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They've been trying to get this guy since 2012.
He killed his son 8 years ago and he's still walking around?
Yeah, they say prosecutors allege Redwine killed his son on... Oh, well, no. This just came to light. So he hadn't been locked up, but they've been investigating it still. It hadn't been a cold case. But they're saying that he killed him in November of 2012. But
Jesus.
now they came out with these pictures of him
eating baby shit?
Yeah.
Gross, dude. I mean, hey, it's your prerogative. But maybe get a safe. If you're going to have photographs of you eating human shit while dressed in women's panties, I don't know. See, and this is the thing. I'm like more, I don't know. It doesn't make my skin crawl as much. Like the idea of like T-girls in lingerie and shit. Isn't that maybe that's just the magic of tucking it. But like to imagine like a dad in some lingerie, that's pretty gross to me. I'm still not that enlightened, you know? I'm still enough of a caveman to admit, like, imagining like a 47-year-old man with, like, the hairy shoulders in a little teddy.
The defense says, well, we have text message records that show that the son asked him about it, and he didn't kill him after that. He just talked to him about it. So he's like, well, he knew that he knew about it. He didn't have a problem with it.
Maybe his son started extorting money from him. Like, hey, I'll tell everybody you're a fucking poop eater.
Yeah, he confronted him about the photos in November of 2012. It's crazy. I can't imagine looking through my alive parents' things enough to come across a photo of them doing some dirty shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're alive. Well, I can imagine your dad dies. You know, you finally get to that part in the estate where you open the shoebox and it's like, oh, dad had some kinky shit going on, you know? But, like, you're alive and going through his fucking private scat munching fucking lingerie pictures? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Fucking flipping through your dad's fucking private files on the computer? What the fuck is going on here? This shit is just crazy. Like, Ollie London is 10 times better than anybody involved in this story.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. This is just creepiness to the max.
And it's always terrible when a parent kills a child. You know, from Marvin Gaye to what was that Tanya Harding or no John Bonet Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
Which never been proven, but obviously What? Oh no! Some strange adult killed the little girl. And 9 times out of 10, it's somebody around.
No, it says, I guess, Dylan, the son, and his older brother, both found the pictures or whatever, and the older son confronted the dad, and the dad said, don't do anything to hurt your brother and this and that. But then I guess they had told their mother because they had an argument where she shouted at him, cursed at him, and then when he was leaving, she called him a shit-eating fuck or something.
You
expletive eating expletive.
You
like,
shit eating fuck.
Shut the F up and blank yourself.
You shit eating fuck. Shit eating. No, I'd have been like shit eating bitch. Old shit eating ass bitch.
I said eat more shit, and then he hit the gas and we took off.
Eat more shit. Oh my god, eat more shit. It's so like eat more chicken with the cows at the fucking Chick-fil-A commercial. Eat more shit. Hit the gas, sugar.
Yeah, sounds like we're dealing with the Waltons here.
Oh man. Oh dude. You ever hear somebody just fuck up a line
would have
so
probably
bad?
been better off putting the rest of them out of their misery too. If he did kill Dylan, allegedly.
Oh no, I would rather go on living than die just knowing my dad's a shit eater. You know, like that's not enough for me to want to die. Hey, break up with me when I'm not expecting it. Now that's a reason to want to die. Fucking, but my dad eats poop sometimes. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there. Yeah. Hey, if I can accept the fact that the greatest basketball players in the world aren't the gender they were born, you know, I can accept that my dad likes to nosh a little shit. So, guys, stay tuned for next week's episode where we talk with our father. He'll be up here in Indiana in the next couple days after his tumultuous trip through the Gulf of Mexico.
Hide your diapers.
Yeah, hide your diapers. But, John, before we get going, we just got to talk about this because this shit made me feel so good about myself. Like, I was so happy when you sent me this last story. And the reason John closed the laptop and is letting me take the reins on introducing this last story is because, like, there are no details. This is just a story from the internet, essentially a man, and that's how the article put it, a man. Recently claimed on Twitter, a guy with let's say a lot of followers. That's what he was described as. So a popular Twitter personality said recently that all men wear their underwear 3 to 10 days in a row before washing it. Which I gotta say made me feel so good. I was just like, I don't wear it twice.
Time you felt clean in your life.
I was like, dude, I will not shower for a whole week, still wear a different pair of drawers every day. What the fuck? That's part of why I don't have to shower. Like, you got some freshies on. You know? I've never heard of anything this disgusting. Like, it implies that he takes showers and then puts dirty underwear back on after he gets out of the shower.
This might be the most proud I've ever been of you Dude. In my whole life, is that you don't think that this is okay.
Oh, God. What the fuck? And also, this is a big problem.
That's what I'm
Great comedian, Asana Mod taught me once, don't speak for other people. if you go, you guys know how, just say I know how or I believe, and people will go along with that. But if you're like telling people what they know or what they should think, they'll tighten up on you like, you can't tell me.
So when he says dangerous brown, he's not talking about his underwear.
No, he's not. Also, my friend Hassan does change his underwear way more often than this gentleman would have you believe. All men change their underwear wash their underwear after 10 rounds. 3 to 10.
Yeah, like
If you shit yourself on the third day, then you wash it.
If I shower at night and I put new underwear on, then I'll wear that the next day.
Yes.
Until I shower again.
Yes.
Maybe. I might change it right away when I get up, too.
It's true. But if you were sweating while you were asleep or something.
If I shower at night and I'm doing some labor in the yard or whatever the next day, I might keep a pair on. But if I shower at night, put on a pair of underwear, wake up in the morning, shower before I go to work, I change my underwear. So that's 3 in 2 days every time I work at least.
Yeah. Now I'm more.
You need to have at least probably 12 pairs of underwear if you're gonna be safe.
When you work in a gangster ass business like ticket sales, some days is a light day. Like today, I went in, I was off work by like a little afternoon, so I'm gonna sleep in these fresh underwears that I'm wearing right now. They're fresh from this morning. And I'm gonna sleep in them tonight because I didn't really do a whole lot today, I didn't, except for sleep, So I'll sleep in these drawers and change them after my shower tomorrow morning. But or if I put on a fresh pair after a shower, sleep through the night without like a lot of
if you
sweating
shower, you put on new underwear.
Yeah, you can start your day with those same drawers. Nobody has a problem with that. And if you do, you're probably like the host of Deal or No Deal, and you shave every hair off your body. Don't shake people's hands,
Or Ernie Johnson, you change your underwear every time you leave a room.
Ernie Johnson?
Yeah.
Deal or No Deal is Howie Mandel.
Yeah, I'm talking about, it's a callback to last week.
Oh, who's Ernie Johnson? Oh, Lamar.
The person that you pretended to hate for 15 minutes, apparently, because you don't even remember his name.
Oh, dude, no, I got more on that shit, bro. Fucking Shaq threatened to beat fucking Charles Barkley's ass this week. Did you see that shit?
He does that all the time. That's why I told you. They all pick on Charles.
Well, I didn't realize that Shaq would straight up threaten to whoop his ass on national TV.
He might get a fight. Charles is no joke.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe on the court. They've had brawls during basketball games together. I remember the videos from early YouTube. Fucking big man brawls. They'd isolate all those great center and forward altercations and compile them. It was great. But, and Charles Barkley, he wears his underwear 10 times without washing it, I heard. But he's a rich man, so he doesn't really work. His job is to go talk with somebody in a nice chair in an air-conditioned room. Well, he's from Alabama, and he's ungrateful for people who return his wallet, and at least ungrateful enough to not learn their names.
This is a Hallmark situation. Whoever put this story out is just trying to sell something, and this is their way to do it. They must have some kind of underwear that you don't have to wash or something. Like
sheath underwear.
Oh, I think that's just to hold your junk in the place, but
yeah, but isn't that so you don't?
I don't think
you don't have to wash your balls because they're in this weird pouch.
Keeps your shit in a pouch. You still gotta wash the underwear.
And your balls?
I'm saying there's socks out there and stuff that say you don't have to wash them. You can wear them a bunch of times. You just rinse them and dry them and shit.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. So just weird. Some weird product brought out this dumb story. That's what I mean. You didn't get this story on any good fucking actual
No, it was on.
News sites.
It was on fucking Lad Bible or something stupid.
Bible or whatever.
Well, basically, it's just good to know you're better than somebody. And the problem is with the news, like, we got all these stories about people who you have no good reason to feel better than, except for maybe the guy who eats shit and killed his son. And then, this guy who fucking admittedly walks around in 10 days used underwears. They call him a man with a massive following. They don't name fucking names, Lad Bible. What the fuck? Like, you can shame
It's laudable.
Laddable, is it really? Well, whatever. Fucking stupid goddamn website.
I think the lesson
with non-journalists with your bad fucking stories. Like, I wanted to know that there's somebody out there with the draws that dirty, but I also want to know his fucking name if he's gonna brag about it. You know what I mean?
From this week is I'm finally proud of you because
you got clean
you
underwear.
Didn't think that this guy was a king.
No, quite the opposite.
Stinky draws.
Quite the opposite, dude. This guy, I can just imagine 10-day-old underwear. You fucking could wring out like a shot glasses worth of just gray liquid from that fucking shit. Like fuck, like one of those bar mat shots we used to do at GTs at the end of the night. Fucking, hey, if you can do that, I'll buy your next one. Yeah, that's. Just like a ShamWow of human grease you're walking around wrapped in. Now, you take those underwears, you wring them out, and get that shot glass full of that gray liquid. That one dude's dad will come around and drink that shit, no problem. You might have. I could use a little something to wash down this poop.
Careful, he